The hit parade, wondering how much Elvis weighed. Those were the days. What do we got here? Bu- 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 bu. So we're at day 58. Bu- 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 bu. So I just messaged somebody on Discord. It's like a writing server where they want to like rehost you or some such. But immediately they were like, you can't have like slurs or anti-LGBTQ whatever. And I'm wondering if they just mean that you can't be that way as a person, or if those can't be in your writing. One of those things is like, like if that's your preference, go for it. The other is like, what the fuck are you doing? And a lot of that comes down to probably the way that YouTube does like their family friendliness settings. It's a bunch of fucking garbage. Look at that. We made it to 666 pages. That was my goal. So that was always my goal. So we're at chapter 56 and we're at page 457. Goddamn Discord. Why would you do this to me? And we have been editing for 58 days, and about 30 of those have been in a row. So that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let me holler at message their writing stream. I wonder how. I haven't looked at any of the other writing streams on the server. I wonder how we stack up. Probably pretty well, I would say. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna suck my own dick, but our production is probably better than a lot of these. Although I say that with the fucking air conditioner blowing onto me. I'm not liking that part. Let's see. And then frame chats. What did somebody messages me on firm chats? Let's see. Oh yeah, so somebody was just fucking not Dan was saying that the show was really good. And yeah, the show we did a little bit ago was really good. Oh, there's Rogue Editor right there. I haven't seen you in a while there. I think that was serious. And then Kit Yadev says namaste. He's decided to continue teaching us the secrets of the air wall, which is fantastic there. Hold on, I just got to set this as we live. Follow your dreams. All right, what do we got there? So, speaking of following dreams, restream. Whew, yeah, it's been a hot second. Yeah, we did have like a surprisingly good show on Friday night, and then let me see. Yesterday, I actually went and did a bunch of editing work on the scripts for Space Tards. So I did like a few sample things to find out whether we were going to use a tube microphone or one of these RE20s. Most of my audience likes the RE20 better, but I'm going to go with the tube microphone. It just, which sounds like a little bit more simple. We're going to have to do a little bit of processing to remove excessive sibilance on that. We'll probably have to run a de-esser on it. But that said, is just in terms of me having to move shit around every time I want to record upstairs. And also, I have a $1,500 mic. I want to use it. And it honestly sounds a little bit better to my ear. And a lot of this is what I like more than what my audience likes. So sorry, but we will probably do a read through on stream where I just like basically read the whole thing here when we run out of other content. So we'll use one of these microphones. Oh, Logic, I'm happy to see you. Because, oh my god, I got away with so many bullshit I should almost re-edit the chapter from yesterday. I know I got away with so many, nobody was around, so there's so many bullshit commas and so forth that came through. All right, so this is a Matthew chapter coming up, and this is one of the darker chapters in the book. Just a trigger warning. So Spathiwa says there's a lot of S sounds where they don't belong. Yeah, I wonder where that would be. Whether that's just my natural sibilance that is somewhat de-essed out by this. It might be that I'll take a look and see if the de-esser is deactivated. Might have been something that we did. I'm not too lispy by nature. Like, I'm within the acceptable range for Americans, but I'm not like that no lisping whatsoever. Like, you can hear a little whistle happening with all MSs. So constantly layered behind every word. Well, it's a tube microphone, so what you're hearing a little bit is like the tube hiss of the microphone. Like, it's meant to be there. It's like a vacuum tube happening right there. And the idea behind it is that it's like a richer sound or whatever. Whereas these microphones, they're just, it's just a diaphragm. There's nothing fucking fancy happening inside of this guy. The other mic doesn't have the problem. Yeah, that's this mic right here. They sound a little bit different, but if your ears are picking up on it specifically, honestly, I can't hear a ton of difference between the two of them. But it is my own voice. Anyhow, we're going to record Space Tards with the tube mic, mainly just because I don't want to have to carry one of these fucking microphones upstairs every single day. I don't know. We'll see. But anyhow, we made some progress there. So, speaking of making progress, we're at 457 out of 666 pages remaining. So if I do a little bit of math, it sounds like we have like 109 pages to go. I cannot hear it on this stream. I don't know. Well, there's a few different things. One, we're recording differently on the other one. On the other one, we're recording at 96 kilobits. And recording directly to a line recorder, and the wave file that you're getting is like as pristine as it can possibly can. And then I just fucking downsampled it to MP3, which is how you'll get it in any case. But we're going to preserve a lot more of the actual tenor and character of the voice when we're doing those things. This stream uses mic number 2. They all had the problem. And it was on like a TV and so forth. All right, I'll listen a little closer if I can find that fucking audio file. But I just could not hear it. I'm gonna have to swap to a set of HD280s, which are like a little bit better at reproduction. But in terms of my life, it would be so much easier to use the tube microphone up there, like tremendously easier. And honestly, I don't, I want to use that tube mic. I like the way it sounds. It sounds good to me. All right, don't you hang around that boy. This is chapter 56. It's 3.15. Oh, let's do it right. This is Lemon Maybe and the Electric Lady by Zak Zyz, read by the author. Chapter 56. Don't you hang around that boy. 3.15, 5:40 p.m., Harlem. Let's see. Yeah, so we got to change this up. Whew. No audio file. I can barely tell the difference between cat sounds and woman sounds. Yeah, you're just hearing something that I'm not hearing and the vast majority of people aren't hearing, but it might be, you might be able to hear at higher frequencies than me, because I've been doing broadcasting for so long. it's producing a sound that's distracting to even a pleb such as myself. Oh, fuck. You know, I was all happy with my test, and now I had to fucking do it over again. Ugh. I mean, it's the right thing to do. If there really is something wrong, it'd be so much better to figure it out now, as opposed to after we have done fucking just countless fucking tests, or like, you know, it's gonna take 10 hours to record this thing. It's like the gating or something. No, so serious, you're talking about the microphone right now. What we have is like a compressor that's fighting against a air conditioner that's literally like 10 feet away from this microphone. So that's what's happening right now with this stream. I know what's happening. These are the best settings that I can get for it. Actually, our compressor should be a little bit higher. So let me get to that. I should just have a moratorium where we don't talk about anything technical on these streams, because really, and not I brought this shit up. It's my own fault. But yeah, anytime I start talking about something fucking technical, my attention, yeah, it's like it's two different parts of my brain, and when I start engaging one, it fucks up the other, which is not good. Okay, but hold on just a second. Let me tune up, because I think which. All right, so I think it's, yeah, it's channel number 1 that needs to change, and our compressor, our de-esser needs to be, yeah, it's only at 4. There we go. The air conditioner dies just as I change up the compressor. Space sounds. Just put a massive reverb on it. Yeah, so the air conditioner fucking shuts off. So yeah, we changed our expander a little bit. It should actually be just so that the expander will close. So that'll dull the sound a little bit. I don't know. Like let's think about this fucking story. You know what I'm saying? And I'll do another badge of tests, because if he's right, then he's 100% right, and we got to fucking do something. All right. Oh shit, there's big Skip Donahue right there. Ugh. This is why I have that fucking expander way down, like around here, because it just yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, it so deadens the quality of the sound when it is too low. There we go. Yeah, this is where we should be at in terms of the fucking gating and reduction and so forth. It's different upstairs too, because we have like actually a recording booth constructed. All right, well now that I'm totally derailed, let's just end the stream. No, we can't. We can't. We got to get through this chapter. This is a tough chapter too, and so part of me is like, I don't want to fucking do this. Let's check this out. Mm-hmm. I think we might have changed Thibodeau, her name, or whatever. Grandma Thibodeau is staring at the door, holding her breath. All right, so there. She doesn't need a premonition to know that. Yeah, let's take out this. Inside her apartment, Grandma Thibodeau is staring at the door, holding her breath and praying. No, that's too many things. Lips move in silent prayer. That's better. All right, so let's. This is like a janky chapter. It's gonna need no comma needed. All right, let's get rid of the comma. And stops and plants. Oh, I fixed this, by the way. Boom. Boom. 104 for big logic. Let's just check out listening. Hearing somebody's lip. I can't hear that. Mm-hmm. Logic. Got him. Got him. She's holding her breath, but Matthew can hear her heart beating, rapid and afraid. Hear her heart. All right, so let's think about what logic is saying here. Um, there's a kind of clash where it should sound like repeating consonants right there. Normally in a book, I would tell you that that's bullshit. But in this particular book, where we're very concerned with like the sound of the language and so forth, that's a good note. So let's think if we can do a little bit better than that. Yeah, I don't like that. She's holding her breath, but Matthew can hear each beat of her heart, rapid and afraid. He can hear arthritic knuckles grind as they tighten around. Nah, that's too much. Agains. Yeah, that's Spathy. I'm so glad I fixed that. So what I figured was I hadn't clicked the remember this computer for 30 days when we relinked the Twitch account. So we should have a month of that. Hopefully by that time I'll be done with this fucking editing. And we'll have a... one could say that Agains has hypogonadism. Oh yeah, because the T is retracted. I don't know. I don't know where that's happening. She's holding her breath, but Matthew can hear each beat of her heart, rapid and afraid. He can smell her. But Matthew can hear each terrified beat of her heart. Does that work? She's holding her breath, but Matthew can hear each terrified beat of her heart. He can smell them both. He knows they're inside. All right, I think that's all right. Matthew watches himself propel right through the door, shoulder first. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. What did he call it? It was like submarine vision or something like that. Let's take a look. I think we're gonna change that whole sentence before you get too deep into it. Yeah. Matthew gets a running start and slams into the door, shoulder first. Yeah. There's no pain as the hinges shatter. So hinges wouldn't rip out of a frame. That's not good. What was that sound? Oh shit! Zen just posted a dope fucking octopus in LRH. Hold on, I gotta scroll up. Yeah, it's a skull octopus. Doesn't have the right kind of eyes, but they're. Yeah, I think Zen just mainly does like a bunch of conversions of ASCII groups and so forth. Okay, so here's why hinges wouldn't rip out of the frame. And I actually know this because I've battered a lot more doors down. Generally, when you hit a door, you hit it at the side of the handle, right? And so a door like this is going to have a handle and a dead bolt. And typically, there's like a little bit of lever action that you're getting off of the hinges right there. You have to, and we're talking about like a superhuman force. But what generally tends to break when you hit a door where it's got like a cheap wooden frame is that the frame around the deadbolt will shatter. And in this case, he's going to knock it off of the hinges. But you would have to basically like shear through. Generally, hinges are made out of, they used to be made out of brass, but now they're made out of steel for the most part. You'd have to shear through, and most hinges are either 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch steel. They're 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch would be insane, but they're stacked. So yeah, they're relatively difficult to shear through. But he's going to blast it off of the hinges here. Hingers. Yeah. Yeah, usually what fails first is the wooden door frame fails first. The deadbolt is usually like it will just rip right through the door frame. When we are saying that he rips it right off of the hinges, we're implying that he has superhuman strength at this point. And we haven't like really gone into it right there. And I think I want to say something about how he's possessed at the moment. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, so you want to... Oh, yeah, that shouldn't even be... So we want to get something in about how he's possessed. There we go. Possessed with an inhuman strength. Yeah, let's tune up this paragraph. Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, I really don't like this whole fucking let's drink some more coffee. Just making the one action a series of components. What the fuck is... What did he try to do there? Mm-hmm. Duchance is calling the shots. Yeah, it wasn't making a ton of sense to me right here. Hate this fucking air conditioner, by the way. That's really hard for me to tune it out. But it's just going to get hotter all summer. There's very little that I can do. I'm gonna have to figure this shit out, man. I probably just got to man up and just fucking deal with it. Matthew isn't just some 100-pound weakling. He backs into the hall and charges, slamming into the door like a linebacker. Put all my spare dumbbell weights on mine to dampen the rattle. They're all spare dumbbells, though. Secured them down so that there's... Yeah, this one, it doesn't rattle. I actually have it wedged in pretty good right there. It's just like... And it was the quietest air conditioner that you could buy that could cool this size of room. It's just, you know, in fucking New York, you can't get central air. These are old buildings. Although theoretically, I could, yeah, and in my rear, I'd have them in a different room and just have the air circulating into here via a fan. But there are like burglar bars, and I'd have to saw through them, and fucking, it's a tough sell. Matthew isn't just some 100-pound weakling anymore. No, see, so I don't want to imply that there's like a physical change here. Matthew backs into the hall and charges, slamming into the door like a linebacker. The impact shatters the frame. The deadbolt rips through the wood and the hinges shear off. The chain lock survives. The door swings crazily for a moment. Matthew kicks it to the side and storms into the room. There we go. Jesus. Look at all the trouble that we had getting that one little fucking paragraph on there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we removed there's no pain, and that he's possessed. Somehow do chance can wrest a grown man's strength out of Matthew's body. And then we should have a comma on somehow. Apartment only has one P. I always fucking do that. Yeah. Yeah, like every single time. Yeah, like I'm gonna catch those. For some reason I just always type apartment with two P's. It's an app apartment. Yeah. What do we got there? So good notes about me removing the part where there's no pain, which was like a useful part of the story. Let's move this up one line. Yeah. Somehow, do chance can wrest a grown man's strength out of Matthew's 100-pound body. Mm-hmm. And then 100-pound is, I think, hyphenated. Somehow, do chance can wrest a grown man's strength out of Matthew's 100-pound body. The impact shatters the frame, the deadbolt rips through the wood, and the hinges shear off. But Matthew kicks it down. We need to get her full name. So we're at page 457, and then we can just look for Thibodeau back in the thing. Find, and then Thibodeau, and then Uriel Thibodeau. And let's make sure that we didn't fuck that up anywhere. Uriel. So it's a well-known fact that our brain limits how much we exert our muscles for self-preservation, which is true. You can easily like apply so much force that you rip your own muscles. We can do a lot more with the muscles we have if our body didn't care to survive another day. While this is true, I think, and we never get into like fucking Spider-Man levels of strength and so forth, but I think as the story progresses, Matthew becomes stronger than like an average person, but not by a lot. We might be talking about he's like maybe like twice as strong as his frame would suggest, or like twice as strong as like a normal adult man. So the thing about this is throughout this story, like these superpowers that people get should never be like a Marvel superhero type power or whatever. They'll need to be nuanced and have significant drawbacks. And the only person who ever gets like on the like crazy power scale on this whole thing is Sarah for the most part. Although Carl Mason gets a little bit wild too. But yeah, that should be. In fact, instead of rest, I think ring is a better word there. Somehow, Duchance can wring a grown man's strength out of Matthew's 100-pound body. I like that too. And the other part of so we kind of use like a Wolverine type character as a template for Matthew. He heals at an accelerated rate also, which is kind of necessary for how fucking banged up he gets in the story. Because he really eats shit pretty hard throughout this story. Like, I don't think there's any scene where he doesn't get his ass kicked. Inside the apartment, Uriel Thibodeau screams as if the door were a part of her own body. Let's see. What time is it? It's at 5 o'clock right there. She would be in like some sort of a 5 fucking clock. What would she be doing? Yeah, she would be calling 911 right this. That's where we're already moving towards that extra large telephone type thing. So in the original text, she was like looking for like a fucking spoon to beat Matthew with, but this doesn't track. Yeah. Yeah. So. Matthew darts past the plastic wrapped couch and into the doorway, blocking her off before she can call 911. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. Yeah, let's. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a this I wonder if there. Oh, there would be. There would be. That's a good call. At 5, so it's like almost 6 p.m. What's gonna be on television? She could be watching fucking Family Feud. Like a rerun of Mama's Family. It was like an old black Haitian woman in New York City. And I think having like something blaring in the background on the television would be a great way to break up some of what's going on here. No, but then, oh, but then he wouldn't have been able to, yeah, he wouldn't have been able to hear like our heartbeat. I do like that. Yeah, so the television. Maybe she just shut off the fucking television when she heard the devil beating down her door. Uh, why not? I don't see why he couldn't tell her heartbeat apart from the TV. Huh. Well, that'd be really fucking hearing like somebody's heartbeat over the sound of the television. That's like a Oh, I've got it. Yeah, yeah. That Oh, I love that. Yeah. The television is blaring a rerun of Night Court. Oh, that's better. Yeah, let's I'm glad that we can work in Night Court somewhere in this. And then and let's change this. And then period, and let's take out that italicized period. Yeah, yeah. I really like the addition of the television is blaring a Night Court rerun. That's way better. Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. Break it down, do chance demands. Ah, that's so much better. Fucking. I'm gonna give Spathy 2 for that one right there. That is a huge improvement. And then we can use the backdrop of the Night Court shit to break up some of the tempo throughout it. And like there can be like that audience fucking yeah, very very like some cinematic options presented by this. And I like this line right here. Duchance smiles with Matthew's mouth. Ugh. Ugh. That's good. I like how creepy this is. Um, so somehow we could change this to somehow Duchance can wring a grown man's strength out of a boy's body. Or is that track better than somehow Duchance can wring a grown man's strength out of Matthew's body? I don't like 100-pound body. Boy body? That just sounds a little non-hetero. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Shout out to The Last of Us too. Oh, that's not a good looking scene. I've watched that cut scene, and you can do better, Naughty Dog. Ugh. Ugh. What do we got here? Teenage body? Ugh. That just sounds weird to me, right? I think we can just say Matthew's body. Somehow, Duchance can wring a grown man's strength out of Matthew's teenage body. Nah. Immature body? Nah. Somehow, Duchance can wring a grown man's strength out of a boy's body. Yeah, we can't have that line without it shading into like weird pedo shit that has no place in this particular thing. Yeah, it just doesn't. I think it works fine just with there. Bars. "911 can't help her now." Better. "What you done to him? What you done to my boy?" Wiry body? Yeah, actually, wiry kind of work. Skinny. I like skinny limbs a little bit better there. Somehow, chance can wring a grown man's strength out of Matthew's skinny limbs. Ooh, skinny limbs. God, that sounds like a terrible pimp name. Yo, what's up, skinny limbs? Where you at? Over here with my pencil dick, homeboy. Uh, out of Matthew's wiry limbs. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with skinny limbs. But here we go. What you done to him? What you done to my boy? Uriel demands. Her accent thick. Her accent is thick with anger. Her eyes are full of naked loathing. His own voice seems so tiny and distant. So we originally had "don't" as with the apostrophe, like "Don't you lie to me, you Jew," but it's distracting. Don't you lie to me, Jew. I know you're kind. Ooh, goddamn. This Thibodeau is let's cool it with the anti-Semitism here, please. I know you're kind. It's the devil. The devil got us. Oh, Lord, no. Lord God, no. Mm-hmm. What's getting edited out? Don't you lie to me, Jew? No, that's not going anywhere. Yeah, like, and we've established it too. The very first chapter that you see with Grandma Thibodeau is her like telling Thirsty, like, stick with your own kind, not them what killed your lord. You know, she is super anti-Semitic. Yeah, it's just part of the whole thing. And if you hang out with a lot of like, and I believe that she's Pentecostal too. If you hang out with some Pentecostal people, you will find that they're not too hep to the Jews for the most part. And I'm hung out with oh Lord, no. Lord God, no. Hmm. 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 It's the devil. The devil got us. Oh Lord, no. Lord God, no. I need to see him right now. You should run. need to see him. Right now. You should run. Is going Pentecostal the end game? Oh Lord, no. Lord God, no. Oh yeah, that's a good comment. Is going Pentecostal the end game for the Floyd protesters? That'd be so fucking dope if all the protesters were speaking in tongues and fucking like handling snakes. I would, it would vastly improve my perception of this whole endeavor. I just think that's kind of cool. But I'm probably not going to do anything that awesome. It's fucking yeah, man. I'll tell you at some point. Get me on the regular stream, and I'll tell you the story of like I was hitchhiking one time, and this guy's like, "Oh, I'll give you a ride if you'll come to church with me." And he was Pentecostal. Oh my god! But then afterward, he took me to a fucking Sonic and bought me a milkshake. It was dope. And he was obviously gay. He was like a young black man, but like he was too polite to like do anything about it. He was like putting out all the like "Are you gay too?" signs, but he was too polite and restrained. So I just got a free hamburger and milkshake out of the deal, and got to watch a bunch of people rolling around on the floor and speaking in tongues, which was the wildest shit I had ever seen. Oh, by the way, I went out yesterday, and fucking here you can let me see here. How well does this show up? Look at this, fucking. Oh, it doesn't work. There you go. Look at that fucking contrast right there. I was telling somebody I'm like a fucking tub of Neapolitan ice cream over here. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I got a little bit burnt, but this will actually turn into a fairly decent tan. I like burn once and then get pretty tan, so I like that. Incredible post about date and ditch. I did not at any point offer to date this dude. I was hitchhiking back from Mississippi, and I needed to get back to the hotel for my shift. So I just wanted a fucking ride, and he wanted a different kind of ride because he was definitely looking for a pitcher, which I don't think even to this day I could help that dude out. I try to keep an open mind, but I just don't think I have it in me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe if I were in prison for a while. This is not helping my chances to get on this fucking editing stream that we're trying to get onto. Hopefully that guy doesn't watch any of this. Good God Almighty. All right, hold on. I might have already gotten a rejection from that. Lower gate. Perfect. I'll let my boss know and we'll add you to the list. No, so he doesn't look at these at all. So let me tell you the hopefully, it's dumb of me to even talk about this. So he let me read the what was it in writing general? It was in one of the, no, it was in event announcements somewhere. I hate like how fucking tiny little Discord servers will have 100 fucking channels in them. All right, so Tail Foundry wants to cross-host you. Good day. Their weekly writing group is looking to cross-host while the stream is offline. We're looking to help you grow your communities. And he has an apostrophe in communities. So obviously they need some editing streams happening there. Just some minor things we can't promote. No racism, no anti-LGBTQ+. They type out the whole LGBTQ+. But they left out the J at the front. What's wrong with them? No slurs of any kind, pretty much. Violence and mild swears are okay, but no torture porn or heavy gore, nothing lewd or NSFW. Writing and storytelling streams are our focus. DM me if any of you are interested. That's not a good match for the kid. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that I belong in that thing there, but I like to join up to things that I don't belong in and get banned out of them because I'm a bad person. So hopefully we'll be featured on there, and not that many people edit at 5 in the morning. So that's what I got going for me right there. Real talk. What do we got here? I need to see him right now. You should run. Matthew is pleading. LGBTQ plus and no IA and second Q. A second fucking Q? Wow, Luke woke. That's awful. It really is one of the more wretched terms that I could ever imagine. Luke woke. God. Ugh. That makes my fucking spine crawl. Ugh. Awful spacey. Yeah, what if the end game really is being Pentecostal? So now, in New York City, by the way, people think there have been just fireworks going off for weeks and weeks. And everybody's starting to get tired because they're like waking them up at 3 a.m. Anybody that owns a dog is just going fucking insane because dogs cannot stand fireworks. And people are starting to think that it's a conspiracy to undermine Black Lives Matter by making everybody angry and so forth. But there really just are like a shit ton of fireworks going off for no fucking reason. And I think the city's going to have to act on this because it's just fucking crazy. But what are they going to do? Ban them? Like, people are just going to Jersey and get them. Yeah, and really, this year, more than anything else, has just highlighted how fucking powerless the government really is in a lot of ways. Like the way that old Donatello keeps saying, oh, if you don't do something, I'm going to send in the guard. He's not going to fucking do that. That'd be awful for him. Whoa. But yeah, man, there's who was it? I forget. There was some very far left leaning webcomic that I was reading for a little bit, and it was like how government institutions seem, and it's like this giant pyramid, and then how they really are, and it's like this giant pyramid on this thin pair of shaky little chicken legs or something like that. Whoa. And those fireworks are going off next to somebody's window, and if they don't report, they're complicit. Silence is consent, after all. I'm not like much of a conspiratorial person, but something about the fucking pallets of bricks laid in the path of protesters and the fact that there's just like a flood of fireworks available to people in the city is kind of wild. It doesn't bother me at all, actually, because I like soundproofed extensively. The room that I sleep in, it's like completely dark. You can't hear them. There's like not hardly a window in there at all. So yeah, I can't hear shit when I'm trying to sleep. It's great. Okay, Matthew is pleading. She has to get away. She has to go. Something terrible is about to happen. He needs to make her understand, but it's so hard. He has to fight to get his words out. Get out. Get out, Miss Thibodeau demands, stamping her walker against the floor for emphasis. Okay, so I think we need to tune up a little bit of. Juchanch's voice booms out of Matthew's mouth. Matthew's hand closes on... snakes forward and closes on Uriel's wrist, crushing it like a styrofoam cup. How could this happen? Ooh. Yeah, this is a very difficult chapter to work through. Ooh. And it might need like some tuning up and so forth. Because I think this was one where it might just shade into being dark just to be dark. Oh, so that's an idea. Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. Maybe even in a shocked reaction to, yeah. Uh, I think Duchamps cannot override lizard brain reactions without a lot of conscious effort. Um, so, here's the thing. Matthew eventually breaks Duchamp's shackles, which you might have read previously there. Like he winds up overcoming Duchamp's control, and this could be like the start of it. Matthew can't stand it. Uh-oh. Well, let's fucking look at the pinwheel in right here. So it's just Pages is a piece of shit. It's not the. It might just be the wireless here fucking up. Like it trying to save things to iCloud. At least the recovery is a little better on the new machine. Matthew can't stand it. Oh shit. Meep Sheep. Shout outs to Big Meep. Meep, you are the featured chatter on LRH this week. If you would send me your top 3 songs, none of them can be longer than 5 minutes. And I don't promise to play all of them, but pick your top 3 songs and keep in mind if they are unbearable, people will just hang up on you. But yeah, send me a list of your top 3 and we'll feature you on LRH this week and talk about some of your accomplishment. So last time you said I got 10. That's after we did the Angie segment, and originally I was going to get a bunch of songs for her. But so I'm going to add into the mix some songs that I think represent you. But what I found is that just 3 is the magic number there, because Angie got 3. And so that's how we're going to do it. Yeah, 10 is fucking too many. I would just be doing it to hurt my audience's feelings, basically. It would be awful. Ugh. But yeah, get those 3 to me as soon as possible because I need to start getting Cactus tunes for this thing. And if you want me to play the Cactus King, you have to host it somewhere, like on YouTube or something, and send me a link. All right, because I don't have a copy of it, or I've got it, I just can't fucking find it. Yeah, plus it's just like a lot easier to pick like a top three. I think you would dicker around and spend a bunch of time trying to pick like 10 songs, but just three should just be your top three. Yeah, with a way better Cactus King, but yeah, it could definitely use some improvement. But yeah, if you manage to record a new one, we will play that this week. If you can't do it, fuck it. And let me know if you're going to be able to get a camera up for this week, because it's been too long since we've been in Denver, and we had a great fucking time in Salt Lake City this week. I swear, it really felt like we were sending people to the wrong address, but I digress. Yeah, R.I.P. to 777 Emerson. It was not a good sight. It was like a terrible spot, really and truly. Just like an awful camera angle. Couldn't tell what the fuck was going on, but it was all we had. So shout outs to 777 Emerson and the memories that we cherished fucking there. I gotta get better coasters. This is bullshit. Can I have at least 5 songs? I mean, you can put 5 in, but I just only promise to like actually try to play your top 3. You can give me like a whole fucking playlist if you feel like it, but I'm only gonna promise like the top 3 to any chatter. Yeah, brighter pastures are ahead. Yeah, I'm glad you're getting the fuck out of there, man. It just seemed like a bad situation. I don't think we can have the nappy tennis balls thing there. Oh wait, somebody messaged me in T for C. What's up with that? Okay, cool. Oh, I can't believe we raided that cooking stream yesterday. That was ridiculous. It was a very polite raid. Without both hands to support herself, Grandma Thibodeau can't stay upright. She crashes to the floor and sobs with pain. Oh yeah. She crashes to the floor, sobbing. Tears stream down her face. A few inches from her nose is one of the nappy tennis balls that cap the legs of her walker. Hmm. Okay. So that's really good that we took out the part where Matthew can smell both of them there, because like he's interrogating this woman for no fucking reason. If we have that line. A nappy tennis ball sentence is naff. I don't know what naff is. Uh, Not a fucking feature. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think we get to have the nappy tennis balls. It's a bummer. Yeah, it's not good. She crashes to the floor and drags the walker down with her. Tell me. Let's work the television back in there somewhere. I think we use Blair above as well there. God, oh, it's so nice when they fucking... Yeah, there it is again. So distracting. Oh, shout out to Big Jira, who is continually out cheer. Trying to get through this chapter, Jira. It ain't easy. About to open IRC for the first time in over a week. Laughter erupts from the television. Ooh, I like that. Who gets that point? Oh, Spathy Wash just burning up the charts today. You're almost at 200 right there. Really good. I don't know what's going on with you today, Spathy, but your edits are particularly on point. Laughter erupts from the television. Tell me, Duchance's voice roars above the studio audience. Grandma's trying to climb to her feet with her one good hand. Grandma tries to climb to her... Yeah. She slumps back to the floor. The fiend behind Matthew's eyes wants Thirsty back. Oh. I think we gotta cut that. I'm not working today is all. She was also watching Night Court doesn't have canned laughter. Night Court definitely has canned laughter. Every sitcom from that era had canned laughter. It was on Married with Children. It was on fucking everything. So here, hold on. Let's boom. Let's see. Yeah, they do have a. Hold on. So 5 is laugh track. It appears that the laughter is real time. Oh, you think it was real time for the? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, this is. It's a good point there that you either have canned laughter or a studio audience. You usually don't have the fucking same. Let's take a look. Fact equal checked. Okay, so here, yeah, I would love to have that be studio audience, but it's either a studio audience or a laugh track, and in this case, it's canned laughter. If it had a live audience laugh, then it works. I don't think that they had a fucking live audience. Oh wait. The majority of the show was taped in front of a live audience. Huh. Nine seasons of Night Court. Three cast members. Harry Anderson and John Larroquette directed a pair of those. So Harry Anderson continued to appear on Cheers periodically. I forgot that he was on Cheers. That's wild. Okay, so you can still have canned laughter, even if you have a studio audience. Let's see. Where do we say? So, yeah, I wonder if canned laughter can also refer to like just getting the laugh sign when you're in the studio audience. It's an interesting thought right there. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I do like studio audience better than laugh track there. Oh, okay, cool. Matthew tries to stop, but he can't. The fiend behind his eyes wants Thirsty back, and it will have him. Mm-hmm. So it was weird there, right? Where we stripped the gender from Duchance. The fiend behind his eyes wants Thirsty back, and he will have him. I don't know if this is a good line at all. That's better. Duchance won't be denied. I will never tell. Oh God. Oh Lord God. Capitalize Lord, please. We already did it. Yeah, we just did it. I'm on top of it, Jira. No points for that. Too slow. I'm watching on PS4, and the delay is approximately 2 years. How are you watching this shit on a PS4? It's wild. I never wound up buying any of the consoles of this generation. Like, I didn't get an Xbox One or a PS4 or any of that shit. I just fucking didn't do it, you know? I don't know why. Maybe I'll get a PS5. Probably not. I guess the PS5 is supposed to be compatible with all this shit, right? You know what it was? It was like each of the consoles had a game that I wanted to fucking play, except for the Xbox One. Like, what's that fucking got on it? Like, I wanted to play Breath of the Wind, but I also wanted to play that Spidey Man game, and I wanted to play RDR2. And I just wound up buying RDR2 for PC and playing it there. And I never got to play Spidey Man. Neither. Murmuring or mumbling. Between her sobs, she's mumbling, rocking back and forth as spittle runs from the corner of her mouth. In fact, both of these are wrong. Chanting. I am the way and the life and the truth. Wait, is it way and the life and the truth? I am the way, the truth, and the life. Let's find out. Yeah, it's the truth and the light. So John 4:6 is where this is coming from. Matthew can feel him grinning with mirth 100 blocks away. We haven't gotten to there yet. Rashomon reads the synopsis. Yeah, you're probably conflating Rashomon with Seven Samurai, which are like the two biggest Kurosawa films. Rashomon is the one where I think each of the people is telling their story of a murder or something like that in a different way. It's a really good movie. Let's see. Maybe isn't here. Yeah, that's the fucking... Did I already fix that? The Matthew maybe confusion? Yeah, we fixed that. Wait, that was the joke? Oh, I fucking... That flew right over my fucking head. Well done, Jira. Well done. God, I'm dumb as shit. I can't believe I didn't get that. Yeah, Rashomon is about people recollecting things differently. Really solid joke, and I feel like a dunce for not getting it. God. That's so stupid. Yeah, I rewatched Rashomon the other day. It wasn't how I remembered it. Yeah. Did you steal that from somebody, or is that a Jira original? It's solid. That could be in your type 5. But, yeah, I didn't get it. So Rashomon is about divergent recollections. So, whoa. Oh, I'm fucking obtuse over here. Also, I'm trying to construct a narrative here. At first it feels impossible, but Duchance lets go abruptly. Matthew can hear. Matthew can feel him grinning with mirth 100 blocks away. He's not 100 blocks away. He's like 140 fucking... Oh, is my least favorite fucking thing is like having to count all the blocks every time that we talk about Duchance. Hope I read all these spittle runs from written down. Let's look back at the spittle line. Matthew can't stand it. He fights against Kaiser for control of his own hand. He fights for control of his own hand. At first it feels impossible, but Duchance lets go abruptly. Matthew can feel him. Matthew can feel his grin of mirth from 100 blocks away. Yeah. Just say more than 100 blocks away. No, we should really have the... It's like all the way from Chinatown, so... Yeah, it would be like 150 blocks away. Or does it track better to be like, Matthew can feel his grin of mirth all the way from Chinatown? Yeah, so that's fine. But abruptly, Duchance lets go. Matthew can feel his grin of mirth from 150 blocks away. Yeah, okay. So that's what's happening there is like Duchance is like, oh, you want to fucking like, oh, here you go. And then she just collapses because she can't hold herself up. It's a weird scene, yeah. Between her sobs, she's chanting, rocking back and forth as spittle runs from the corner of her mouth. That's good. All right, so let's take a look at what's coming down the pipe. I said spittle runs forth from. Yeah, like forth doesn't belong there. You can terminate the sentence at running. Matthew knows what's coming down the pipe. Okay, I do like that coming down the pipe terminology. Because, yeah, he's in a world of shit. Jira gets a point because he suggested this split. Probably saw it on The Simpsons. No Jira credit. All right. Let's give Jira a point. And I don't think more than 100 blocks away is the right way to go. Again, DeChance lets him go, radiating glee. Okay, let me stand up and just walk around for a second because we got a lot more chapter to get through, and I'll be back in like 20 or 30 seconds. All right. I love that sleepy dog. Look at him. He's just like, huh? Oh, I'm so sleepy. So sleepy. Voop. Voop. Oh, God, imagine the pain in the ass it would be to own a Samoyed. Just that white hair on every fucking article that you own. No escaping it ever. But I think they're awesome dogs. I would totally own a Samoyed if given the opportunity. All right, but for now, here on out, making bread is what we bout. Ain't nothing but hustling, thugging niggas all up in the South. That's a song that Spudnute sent in to me. It's fucking amazing. All right, what do we got here? Matthew knows what's coming down the pipe. Grinning with distant, twisted grin. Nah, I don't like that twisted grin thing. Yeah, we do need to work that out. Matthew knows what's coming down the pipe. Gleefully. I think gleefully looks fucking awful. Uh, yeah. Doesn't want any part of it. Yeah. And shove his back against your chance. Matthew knows what's coming down the pipe. He doesn't want any part of it. Yeah. Yeah. Does that work? The resistance exact. Yeah. Matthew knows what's coming down the pipe. He doesn't want any part of it. Focusing all of his will, he tries to push due chance out of his head. It's jarring, like stepping down and missing a stair. Okay. Matthew knows what's coming down the pipe. He doesn't want any part of it. Focusing all of his will, he tries to push due chance out of his head. Yeah, let's use his full name there. All right, let's look at this. Matthew knows what's coming down the pipe. He doesn't want any part of it. Focusing all of his will, he tries to push Kaiser due chance out of his head. But the fight he Oh, hey, George Washington. Smoking a lot of indica. Yeah, I never liked indica. Always made me paranoid. I'm more of a sativa type person. I'm doing coke again soon. Well, that's great. Yeah, I'm sure that'll end well. mm. Now, let's think about what that feeling could be like. Because I like that that sort of ghostly feeling where you like try to take a step and the stair isn't there. And yeah. The absence is like lurching forward after missing a stair. I like that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're 100% right there. Duchance simply departs. I like that we can get so much alliteration with Duchance. There's so many good D words. So I'm going to give Spathe a point there. That's a good fucking point. Also, there's like a non-zero chance that Kaiser Duchance is just too fucking hokey, and we'll have to change his name to something else. Because it really is like a little bit comic booky. But I mean, so is Michael Maybe, so is fucking Sarah Shiner, Lemon Lemoyne, you know, like we... Duchance simply departs. Departs his dome. Duchance definitely departs dome. Let's try Duchance simply departs. Duchance simply withdraws. The absence is like a lurching forward after missing a stair. A sudden absence is like lurching forward after missing a stair. His sudden absence is like lurching forward after missing a stair. Yeah, I think withdraws tracks a little bit better, honestly. I like Duchance simply departs, but it's not, he doesn't depart. He's still fucking there, as we'll find out. God, look at how hard we're... Cool. Okay. I do like the alliteration, but I think withdrawals is better. So yeah, it's one of those things where we have to, in the service of actually the story being accurate, we got to cut out some things that are just just pretty for their own sake. You know what I say? Like fuck that kill your darlings nonsense, which I've rattled on and on about there. But in this case, it really isn't. It isn't right. In his own skin, looking through his own eyes, standing over Thirsty's broken grandmother in her immaculate living room. A memory strikes him, looking at the wall with Thirsty as he does this. Uh, a memory strikes Matthew, standing in this spot with Thirsty and looking at the autograph collection. that page. So yeah, this is like that's a weird aside. This is one that's made it all the way from the very original draft of this book because I really like it. That Pat Sajak a nice man. Signed photo in not but a month. Trebek, him a fraud. I write twice and nothing. They laughed and laughed. Thirsty absolutely. No, yeah, that's a good head. Thirsty had absolutely nailed her voice. Now there are only tears, and it's a little bit. I think we got to take out spot on. He was standing here with Thirsty, listening to him do an impression of his grandmother. They laughed and laughed together. Yeah, because we're in a past perfect or whatever there, and that's better too. That's a good fucking spot. Yeah, this is a rough chapter. Honestly, it's rough for a few different things. As always, like writing a chapter that involves some kind of like possession or something. Very difficult to get the shit right. And honestly, like we're asking a lot from the reader here. This may need. I would say that this needs another pass. I think we kicked the. He's free. He can escape. Whew. Mm, 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 mm. Tough chapter. God, I can never spell that. What am I fucking forgetting here? Oh, I think I Flure. How do I spell that wrong? Flu. Oh yeah, the extra. That's why. Yeah, I have not. Oh, so George Washington was online. Let's go back to. Oh yeah, that's a good catch there, Logic. Boom. Thank you for that edit. 105. Oh shit, Spathy made it to over 200 edits, and I didn't even fucking call it out at the time because I was so focused on trying to fix this chapter. He's in control now. The wires inside him have all gone dead. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, it does need a comma. Bip. Let's take out the Shirley. Someone must have called the police by now, but it'll be hours before they show. Now's his chance. Matthew can still get away. Except he can't. It's all crashing down on him. All the awful things he's done this week. The doesn't... Okay. So yeah, we had to take out the Shirley there. Let's take a look at... yeah. Yeah, let's take out that the. That's a good one there. Maybe the Spathy. Matthew can escape. Matthew could escape. Yeah, could is it's weird there. Actually, this whole thing is janky and probably needs. You should get the fuck out of here. Except he can't. I think we already used you only get to use charnel once in a book.
For some reason, when I rebooted the computer, my equalizer was way up on the high end, so the fart noise was nice and loud at 4:09 here in Honolulu. Tell Honolulu, yeah, the sound of the fluorescent sentence is passive. That's an okay. Past the blasted door frame, fluorescent lights flicker, and yeah. Let's just take that out. That is a good. Past the blasted door frame, fluorescent lights flicker in the empty hallway. No one's brave enough to investigate. Someone must have called the police by now. But he can't. Standing at the threshold, it all crashes down on him. All the awful... yeah. Yeah, let's, The fluorescent lights are all a flicker in yon hallway. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give that to Spathy right there. An extension is a... Yep, somebody wants to holler at me. Cool. And to send out that important message. My brain is associating it with the point reward. Is this how people get a fart fetish? Ugh. I'm covered with like grime too from like all the aloe that I've been slathering on myself. So I don't know what the fuck to do with myself. I need to take a shower, but it's gonna sting like a motherfucker. I'm not that red. This is like a little bit red. Look at, yeah, that's some contrast right there. uh. Watching the fireball bloom over JFK Airport with a steaming rifle in his hands.
Yeah.
With rain hissing off the hot barrel of his rifle.
Yeah, I like that better.
Watching the fireball bloom over JFK Airport with rain hissing off the hot barrel of his rifle. Nix that for hot barrel. Oh yeah, yeah, like the hot barrel. Yes, this is like beyond a sup girl. You want to touch this hot barrel? Tss. God damn, I think it's burning. Loving it. What do we got here? But I can't. Standing at the threshold, it all crashes down on him. Watching the fireball bloom over JFK Airport with rain hissing off the hot barrel of his rifle. The stench of ruptured. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, there. Why would there be a fucking reek of gunpowder? They used fucking. They used plastic explosives for those bombs, so yeah, that wouldn't be there. Burnt flesh billowing out of Grand Central. The broken old woman weeping on the floor, crying out for Jesus. Take it back, take it back, take it back! I don't want it. I don't want it, Matthew's shouting, beating at the sides of his face with his fists. I don't want to be me anymore. Take it all. The words leave his lips and Duchance's grin takes their place. Matthew steals away inside of himself. Matthew steals away inside of himself and tries to tune out everything. Far away, he's aware of feet crashing down, of a strangled cry that suddenly stops. Is this the first time that Matthew tries to hide behind Duchance's takeover power?
Tries to tune everything out. Let's try that. The words leave his lip and Duchance's grin takes their place. Matthew steals away inside of himself, trying to tune everything out. Trying hard to tune his senses out. Tune out everything. Yeah, we're not quite hitting the mark that I want. Matthew steals away inside of himself. Trying to tune it all out. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna give Logic a point there because that needed changing. Cool. Matthew steals away inside of himself, trying to tune it all out. So this is not the first time that he has. This is like the first time that he's like climactically taken a look and been like, "All right, you fucking drive. I can't deal with this." Which I think is like a very reasonable response for like a 15-year-old kid who has committed mass murder. You know, to just be like, he needs a fucking adult in this situation, even if the adult. Don't edit which paragraph. The words leave his lips and Duchance's grin takes their place. Matthew steals away inside of himself, trying to tune it all out. Far away, he's aware of feet crashing down, of a strangled cry that suddenly stops. Now there's no more way, no more light, and no more truth. Yeah, cool. Yeah, like I'm gonna give you, thank you. Those are super useful notes for me because we never want to trim out something that looks like it's just fat, but in fact it's a critical gristle holding the whole thing together. Duchance propels Matthew's body into the hallway. Ooh, why? Did we just fucking italicize the entirety of the rest of the manuscript? That would be garbage.
Matthew knows right away what he's done and why. Mm-hmm. Inside Thirsty's bedroom should not have of, let's see. Oh yeah, that is awkward. No, I don't think we can do inexorably there. The lights are on inside. Ah, where'd it? Yeah, there's like weird italic in here, but we can get it out. Helplessly watches his body. I don't want helplessly. Because he's not helpless. Like, he could stop this, but he chose not to. He decided, I'll let Duchance do his thing. So, this is like one of the more important scenes in the book for the development of the Matthew character, because it's at the point where, like, he's already surrendered to Duchance back at the arcade, right? Where he's just like, it hurts if you fight against him. If you let go, it doesn't hurt anymore. But this is more where the consequences of his action are the thing that causes him to do this, not like the physical pain of just having his ass getting kicked and so forth. So he's not helpless, as he can't stop watching, can't stop his hand from twisting the knob. The lights are on. There's a damp spot on the carpet where a water glass has been knocked off the bedside table. Little orange caps from insulin syringes litter the floor. Lying on his bed above the covers, Thirsty is still. His eyes are wide open and unseeing. Yeah, this is too much like that. There's no flow. And little orange caps litter the floor. We're not going to say that they're, And little orange plastic caps litter the floor. Oh, yeah. Tiny orange plastic caps litter the floor. So we do tiny there. The causation factor is moral injury. Yeah. Hold on, I think Obscenator just messaged me. No, he didn't. It's just fucking the way that Google Talk just decides to pop up with a fucking conversation that you had 20 hours ago. Because it's Google. Googling. Matthew knows right away what he's done and why. There's an insulin syringe still stuck in him. The outline is visible under the shirt. How many did he do before? All right, let's take a look at some of the. Let's see. The lights are dim, and it takes a moment for his eyes to adjust. No, they wouldn't be turned out, because he passed out, All right, so we should redo this as like the kitchen light kind of swinging. Hmm. As the door swings open, Matthew can see a damp patch on the carpet with a glass knocked over. Tiny plastic orange caps litter the floor. Better, better, better. So we're just trying to build like a little drama and tension there. Cables to the mainland, I don't know what's up. ISP has devolved, and the stream has devolved into a 480p sludge. Yeah, so we're changing that whole situation. I'm going to give each of you the simul points there, because I see what you're trying to do. But, yeah, we're... He's not moving. His eyes are open and unseeing, staring at the ceiling. Point sounds make a great team, yeah. Matthew steps into the room and out of the light. He can see Thirsty's outline in the bed, lying on top of the covers. Thirsty's not moving. His eyes are open and unseeing. Thirsty isn't moving. His eyes are open and unseeing, pointed at the ceiling. All over his stomach, tiny dots of blood have seeped through his t-shirt. Matthew knows right away what he's done and why. There's an insulin syringe still stuck in him. He wonders how many Thirsty managed to inject before he passed out. So I did some research on this, actually. Attempting suicide via insulin. And you can actually take like a pretty significant overdose of insulin and still survive. Did I fix that before you could... I like this line. Matthew steps into the room and out of the light. Yeah, I like... That fucking does it for me, right there. You can see Thirsty's outline in the bed, lying on top of the covers. Thirsty isn't moving. Lying still on top of the covers. All over his stomach, tiny dots of blood have seeped through the t-shirt. His eyes are open and unseeing. I like that better than the staring at the ceiling thing. Much better. Matthew knows right away what he's done and why. There's an insulin syringe still. Matthew knows right away what Thirsty's done and why. The last insulin syringe is still stuck in him. The outline is visible beneath his shirt. He wonders how many doses Thirsty injected before he passed out. No, I don't like a beast. Oh. Well, let's take a look. The outline is visible. The outline visible beneath his shirt. The last insulin syringe is still stuck in him. The outline is visible beneath his. We need that is. The outline visible beneath his shirt. Yeah, we don't. We don't usually use that style of omitting the word is in the story previous to this. I might be wrong. I might be just talking out of my ass, but it just feels wrong. So not there. We could remove it, but I don't think that we will. And then where's the doses? Yeah, then Thirsty does need that capitalization. Yeah, that seemed like a suggestion that was like, you could do this if you wanted to. And I think let's keep is in there just for a... yeah. Wait. What, it's passive the way it is now. Wait. The last insulin syringe is still stuck in him. Oh, we need still. Yeah. The last insulin syringe is still stuck in him. Yeah, we don't want that to be
active language there because it's like a passive happening there. Like it, that's a spot where we need the passive language there because the syringe isn't sticking into him actively. It's observing something that's happened after the fact. It's just like, oh yeah, he was. Looks like that fucker's still sticking into him there. So yeah, I think yeah. Oh okay. Wait, still is in the. Do we have another clause there? Oh, that's still. Lying motionless on top of that. That's a good catch there. The syringe is paired later via comma with the outline. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's just take out the outline. Yeah. Let's just take that fucking sentence out. We don't need that. The last insulin syringe is still stuck in him. Matthew wonders how many thirsty injected, but he wonders how many. Yeah, we need that to be Matthew for clarity. Oh, so Liv is at the airport about to use the VAP room to vape this jewel. Asked for $50 rippets on the flight. He already had a rippet in case I can't find the flavors I like in Sacramento. Yeah, congratulations to Lit Up. Yeah, safe journeys on your flight right there. Yeah, I just wish you crazy kids the fucking best out there. Have a fucking blast out there. Just remember, shit's gonna be weird, and you'll be missing some of the shit in Baltimore for like the first little bit. But holy fuck, Sacramento is so much better than Bodymore. Just all the little things that you miss, that shit will pass. Just focus on enjoying yourself to the fullest. New experience. Okay.
He's furious. One got away. Yeah, this is hard to fucking get this straight. All right. 6 points for that. God. No! Duchance's voice roars from Matthew's mouth. His fury is boiling over. The wire is twisting in Matthew. Oh, shit, yeah. No! Duchance's voice roars from Matthew's mouth. He's enraged. The wire is twisting in Matt. right, let's take a look. Duchance is enraged. The wires conduct his fury and burn beneath Matthew's skin. Mm-hmm. He can't stand that one of his minions got away. Matthew sinks to the floor, curled in a tight ball. Matthew fucked up bad and a punishment is coming. The searing wires rip out of Matthew. The wires tear out of him again. Duchance has abandoned him. Yeah, there's 2Ps in an apartment again. Whew. Yeah, yeah, we did fix it, and let me give Spath a point for that guy right there. That was a good suggestion. It's too late. Every single time. Yeah. I like stuck in himself. It's too late. The jagged wires are yanked out of his veins. Duchance abandons Matthew again, leaving him in the dark room with the unmoving body of his best friend. He leaves him in a dark room with the body of his best friend, stuck in himself, stranded. Mm-hmm. Matthew is stuck in himself, stranded in his own used up, battered skin. Whew. Come back. Fucking come back, Matthew. No one answers. Boom. It's too late. Own used up skin. It's dark outside. It's dark outside. Another long, cold night with nowhere to go. Come back. Fucking come back, Matthew cries. No one answers. Boom. We could have the television roar with laughter there, but I think it's a little too much. So we just took out the word battered there. Stuck in himself, stranded in his own used up, battered skin. All right, yeah, you can have him battered if you want it. I'll give it to you. All right, cool. So that's 3 hours and 42 minutes on this chapter. It was a difficult chapter. It's a really good edits from both Spaethy and Logic, and even Jira got in on the action. So shout outs to everybody who was involved there. That was not easy. Yeah, not easy in the slightest. And it's only 1,217 words. So, God. That's... All right, so 1,216. Okay, and then we just have to do a dream sequence, and then we're done with the third day. So, this is day 58. Look at this shit. So, to get through 1,217 words, 3 hours and 42 minutes. And we weren't fucking around a lot. That was just difficult. Oh, fuck, we didn't record this either. That's a fucking hassle. I don't like that that didn't fire off. No, whatever. There's the recording on YouTube if you really want it. Yeah, hopefully I didn't say anything. The worst part is now I gotta fucking download this from YouTube. Ugh, I hate doing that. Oh, it's gotta be done. All right, so we'll download that copy from YouTube. Hopefully I don't get banned before that happens. And that was chapter 56, which means that we can go to, this is now chapter 57, the fourth dream. And I think they're, oh, I don't know if this is fucking gonna, I think this might get cut entirely. I don't know if like Fat Zang is a part of this story anymore. So for a hot second, to give you an idea about where the story is and how it's evolved and so forth, it used to be that Matthew and Thirsty like stole this fucking, well, first Duchance just like popped up out of nowhere. Like he had no origin. He was just like this demon dude doing crazy shit. People didn't like that. So then we made it so that the Duchance entity was actually trapped inside of this steel ball called the Millennial Prison that was at a Buddhist temple at the end of Canal Street, and that Matthew and Thirsty wound up stealing it and like taking it back to the fucking arcade to just, oh, what is this thing? Cool. And they wound up cracking it open and releasing Duchance. That didn't really work super well. So now we have the Kaiser Duchance you know and love. Yeah, I'm gonna have to YouTube DL it because I just forgot to fucking make sure that things were recording. It's my own goddamn fault. I mean, what am I gonna do with all these recordings? Really and truly, like it's, I don't know. But just if, you know, for when I get banned from YouTube, I'll have a copy. I can throw them on something else, I guess. But yeah. So that's what's happening there. So Fat Zang is a carryover from it. I don't know where if this fourth dream even still needs to be in here. But it shows a little bit of what Duchance is up to. So we'll take a look tomorrow. All right. But once this book becomes a screenplay, and it's not useful there even. All right, let me get out of here. Thank you so much, Logic and Spaethy for your help, and Jira. Can't forget about that Jira. And yeah, I'll catch you back tomorrow, and we get to work on another